is being paid to NSA surveillance. A lot of attention is being paid to the federal government spying on us. What is not being said in this city right now here in Los Angeles, that the Los Angeles Police Department is one of the biggest spy agencies in the country. And we say, how do we do that? What they are doing right now, that you don't even have to be on your email, you don't even have to be on your Facebook, you don't even have to be texting, you don't even have to be on Twitter. All you're doing is standing out there, minding your own business, taking a photograph with your camera. That is considered suspicious activity. If you're out there with binoculars, bird watching, that is considered suspicious activity. You walk into an office and ask about hours of operation, that is considered suspicious activity. You're standing by the roadside, you're an architectural student, you're drawing a diagram, taking some notes, that is considered suspicious activity. And since March of 2008, Los Angeles Police Department has been opening secret files which are called suspicious activity reports. All they got to do is observe you, and that tells them that you're engaging in suspicious activity, because they say that taking a photograph reasonably indicates that you may be engaged in some pre-operational planning. A lot of technical jargon. But basically what they're saying is, just for using a camera, we're going to open up a secret file on you, we're going to investigate you, then we're going to ship this file to a place called Fusion Center. 77 fusion centers around the country. The biggest one is in Norwalk, in East Los Angeles County. From there, your information is uploaded into databases, which is then shared with 18,000 law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, including Homeland Security, including the military, including CIA, and private contractors. Right now, the program that LAPD started in March of 2008 has now been adopted by 14,200 law enforcement agencies around the country, in 46 states, in 2 U.S. territories, and Washington, D.C. 53 federal agencies have already adopted this program. LAPD, through Public Records Act, we got the information, and in this area, on the west side, when they showed us a sample, the Inspector General of LAPD, when he did the audit, guess what they found out? That 82% of these secret files have been opened on non-white people. And the largest number of these secret files are on African Americans. So we're back to racial profiling. We all talk about COINTELPRO, we all talk about the LAPD Red Squads, we all talk about the Public Disorder Intelligence Division, but right now, over there's a booth which says Stop LAPD Spying. We've done a complete people's audit that lists out exactly what LAPD is doing. There's a whole brochure for you in English and Spanish to see what LAPD is doing. But people are fighting back. There's a resistance movement going on. There's a grassroots people's movement that is fighting back. It's called the Stop LAPD Spying Coalition. We were asking Mike Bonin, who was just here, that he is now in the Public Safety Committee. We demand that the city hold public hearings in this thing. We demand, because they're criminalizing innocent behavior. We demand that everyday behavior for taking photographs and minding your own business is now criminalizing us. These files are going into databases, even if they find out that you have done nothing wrong, which 99% of the time they're saying they're still keeping our files for 10 years. And when LAPD sends these files to fusion centers, even when there's no nexus to criminal activity, the FBI is keeping our files for 30 years. It's all documented. This is not some science fiction story, because what they're pushing is this thing called predictive policing. What they're pushing is this concept of intelligence-led policing, which is nothing more than bullshit speculative policing. That's what they're pushing. They're pushing that so they can start opening files on us, they can data mine us, and they can have secret files on everybody that's here. So please come and join us, join the movement, join the campaign, check out the website, because we're taking it to the city and we're demanding that they hold these public hearings, and we demand that LAPD rescind Special Order 1, which is, just remember that, Special Order 1, the iWatch program. You may have seen it in buses which say, see something, say something. That is the program. They're asking neighbors to snitch on each other. They're asking neighbors to be community informants. And the last thing I'll say is that these kind of political activities, as of September last year, LAPD can now legally plant informants based on an anonymous tip. LAPD can now take on fictitious personas and friend you on Facebook. LAPD can plant informants too for a year. So we need to fight back. Join us. Come over there. There's a lot of information. We're going to be walking around. Look for some of us in these T-shirts which says "Stop LAPD Spying" and join the fight. And let's call Mike Bonin to hold the hearings in this thing. Thank you.
Guys, we'll be right back.